DeMarcus Beasley as well. Coming onto the field, Nguyen, his first international appearance in the 80th minute.
You know what's kind of cool right now is Jesse Marsh is playing right next to Michael Bradley, who he's known and pretty much mentored since he was 4 years old. We already mentioned that Jesse Marsh played for Bob Bradley at Princeton.
Played for Bob Bradley at Princeton. Played for Bob Bradley at DC when Bob was an assistant. Played for Bob at Chicago when he was head coach. Played for Bob at Chivas USA when Bob was head coach. And now a very fitting second cap for Jesse Marsh. My friend Scott Garlick recently retired from Major League Soccer. He's got a smile on his face right now as he knows what I'm about to say. He was cracking to me this week. He said, when you see Jesse Marsh, you make sure you ask him who his roommate is this week. Ask him, are you rooming with your dad or are you rooming with your younger brother? So I went up to Jesse, said it to him at practice yesterday. He just got this grin on his face, started poking me in the chest saying, who said that? Who made you say that? First guess? Scott Garlick. He got it right. Jesse Marsh, a class guy, and one day you were going to see him on the bench as a national team assistant coach or a head coach or an MLS head coach. This guy has got an awesome soccer brain and is going to stay in this game.
There's a big reason why I think Michael Bradley became such a good player. They've just always been around each other. It's a long time. Michael Bradley's almost 20, and Jesse Marsh has known him since he was 4.
If you can't find Jesse Marsh, best place to look would be the nearest coffee pot to Starbucks. I remember, I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago, he took a knock in the head and was kind of some concussion syndrome type stuff, and he couldn't drink coffee. And for days he was complaining to his wife about his headaches, and boy, this thing really hit hard. And then he realized he's just having coffee withdrawal. So he had to go back to the Java. Head was fine.
So a little special hello to Kim, who's pregnant. She's expecting in a couple months now.
Monty Hill closing this one down as a Simic. This ball slides through. Simic is there, is Onyewu. Very soft foul called there. Pretty much every foul has been earned and deserved tonight. That's the daintiest one we've seen this evening. Zhao Shuer will take this one for China.
Oh dear. He wants that one back.
Just a little bit. Well, one of the assistants today is Mike Sorber. You see him working his right ear. Little audio device there. The U.S. coaching staff doing some testing today. The #1 head coach is Peter Novak. There he is in the blue jersey on the left side of your screen, and he's working with some walkie-talkie type communication, translating what he sees from up above. Yeah, we got a code red over there on the back line.
Red dog, red dog.
We got a hot one, fire. Talking and communicating down onto the bench to Mike Sorber, and that information then gets relayed on to Bob Bradley. It's something you're seeing more and more.
It's like the Secret Service under the wrist.
Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, if you've ever sat next to Peter Novak,
he was
been in a
born for
game
that
with him,
job.
he'll talk your ear off. I think that's a smart move to put him up there and find a filter.
I have to change the batteries at halftime. 4-1 U.S. here in the 84th minute. Your goal scorers for Peter Novak's U.S. men's national team: DeMarcus Beasley, Benny Feilhaber, Clint Dempsey, and Gucci Onyewu. Simic to throw in. And there's your list of goal scorers tonight. It's a nice win and some good momentum for the U.S. as they approach the Gold Cup. Lee Nguyen showing his skills by another man. Finally tripped up. Lee Nguyen, a wonderful young talent, just 20 years of age, playing for PSV Eindhoven. Dempsey fakes the shot, tried to slide one in for Nguyen. Nguyen left.
This is like American Idol in the midfield. It's like they just keep coming. All these youngsters. You know, that's such the difference between the men's and the women's game. You know, you can find, I mean, the Demerit story where he's on the pub team and all of a sudden he makes it to the national team. You just don't see that happening in the women's game. I love it.
Dempsey. Davies in pursuit, bumps his man off the ball. And Dempsey whistled for a foul on a shoulder. Looks like he actually took one to the face.
Trying to sneak around there. Not so bad.
Dempsey with the U.S.'s 3rd goal tonight, his 7th of his international career. Davies blocks that one. Onyewu heads it in his direction. Here's Marsh.
That's the theme of the game. Jesse's got to put him behind.
Bornstein breaking down the left side. Can he avoid his defender? Instead, he fouls James Try. Speaking of the U.S. women's national team, Julie, they make their 2007 debut on ESPN2 Saturday, June 23rd, 5 p.m. Eastern. It's a good one as they take on fellow World Cup bound country Brazil, a rematch of the 04 Olympic gold game. Abby Wambach, Christine Lilly, the rest of the U.S. side getting ready for September's 2007 Women's World Cup in China. Charlie Davies in the box.
Unlucky there. Not a good look. You see that the gliding speed he has.
Let's see what China does about their back post on this corner.
Great crowd today. It's always fun to play here. Well, when you're winning.
3rd quarter of the game for the United States.
Still no one on their back post, Eric.
Lee Nguyen will take it. He is one of 4 players to earn their first international appearance tonight for the U.S.
What happens sometimes when all the big boys go up, sometimes you forget it back there. That's a better job of marking by the Chinese. Much better.
Well, 3 of the 4 U.S. goals coming on set pieces, so China needs to work on its marking a little bit better. It's good to see they got a little bit better in this on this set piece.
And he was an imposing guy, though. I mean, even Bocanegra, both of these guys can get in there in those little spots and just so deceivingly good in the air.
Bocanegra with a step up. He'll get a win in his first game, being captain for the U.S. national team. 5 games into this 2007 campaign for the U.S., Bob Bradley has utilized 4 different captains. Kamani Hill with the poke away. Bornstein trying to dribble it out, gets it back to Hill, back to Bornstein. Those 2 former UCLA players hooking up. 5 UCLA Bruins made an appearance tonight.
Jorge Salcedo will be happy to hear you say that.
Jorge Salcedo, the former MLS player and now the current head coach of UCLA. Zhao Shuer set to come off, and coming on Du Wenhui.
Making their big change, People's Republic of China substitution in the 89th minute.
Feilhaber,
Leading the game,
rather Bornstein. Feilhaber on the bench right now with a goal and assist. Here's Dempsey still dancing. Nguyen, good challenge, off him last. There's Lee Nguyen. 1 year at the University of Indiana, then left, joined PSV Eindhoven, where he was teammates with DeMarcus Beasley for a while. Offside flag there. 2nd offside of the game for China. There's Lee Nguyen. Both his parents are 100% Vietnamese, but he was born here in the States, again raised in the Dallas, Texas area. He's the first Vietnamese player to get into a major First Division European League game. And that was big news in Vietnam. Two minutes of stoppage time will be added on to this one. The U.S. in a commanding position on top 4-1. Thursday night, they're in action in L.A. at the Home Depot Center as they open up defense of their Gold Cup title Guatemala. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific is kickoff for that one. China is not done here in the United States. Thursday night, they're in Salt Lake to take on Real Salt Lake. And then Sunday, they're in Denver, the new Dick's Sporting Goods Park, to take on the Colorado Rapids. Offside flag. Casey Keller really hasn't had much to worry about tonight.
U.S. in the games I've seen this year are doing such a good job of holding their back line. Their 2 center backs, be it Bocanegra, Jimmy Conrad is in there. Really compact, making it difficult for other opposing teams to get any space.
Coming up next here on ESPN2 Baseball Tonight. Davies, little burst of speed, still has it. Little step over, and still in pursuit.
He just wasn't going to give up on that play.
Good stick-to-itiveness. It's not a bad little step over there by Davies. He almost got free on that one. Less than a minute left in this one.
Play a short one, why not?
Nguyen looking for an assist. The header just off target by Bocanegra. Dempsey was also lurking.
A great little ball in there, though. Find that seam. Outside of the right, a little chipper.
The defenders wait all day for that. They have that one chance to get in there. Just a little bit out of his reach. Almost got it.
And that's all she wrote from San Jose. The U.S. remains unbeaten in 2007 with their 4th win in 5 games. Clint Dempsey, a goal. Charlie Davies strong off the bench. Packed house here in San Jose. Sees the U.S. turn it on late in the second half with 2 goals to put this one in the books as they win it 4-1. When we return, one of the best goals you'll see. The U.S. wins it 4-1. They go to 4-0-1 in 2007. We'll wrap it up after this.